Hello? I did. Yeah, I've called multiple times today. Hi, I think I remember you somewhere else. Do I remember you from somewhere else? I can't. Huh? Oh, good, good. Well, I shouldn't be threatened by that because I'm just reporting crimes unless criminals come and try to prevent you from reporting crimes. Oh, well, no, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I know. First off, I have tried to report crimes by my family being in danger. I don't want to get intimidated and mistreated about my life being in jeopardy and wanting it protected. Are you trying to intimidate me and bully me for me not wanting to be in jeopardy? I just told you. If you were criminals, because I thought it was a felony to try to keep someone from reporting crimes. So I don't know what the problem is for people trying to intimidate me and arrest me 12 times for trying to report that my life is in jeopardy. I don't understand why a woman in domestic abuse would have to experience this. If I have a harassment case, current cases, why would police have an interest in intimidating me and scaring me to get out the abuse? That's sick. So I want to know why police come bully me that's criminal. I just told you. Are you trying to cover for the abuse that I experienced and not let me report and intimidate me and bully me? I just told you. Are you not going to take any reports for me of domestic abuse? Are you covering for all of them? Domestic abuse, I'm trying to make reports and catch the status. Yeah, so I have a harassment case. I have a harassment case at South Central. Where are you guys out of? Okay, what's your badge numbers? 79 what? And yours?
8220.
Okay, so if I'm in domestic abuse, why do police come furious with me and try to intimidate me?
How can we help you?
I'm telling you that.
Okay, we're not going to answer all those questions.
Well, how am I going to progress if you're covering for domestic abuse?
Okay. Can we help you with this?
I keep saying domestic abuse, and if you want to cover for it and try to intimidate me and bully, why would you have an interest in keeping me in abuse? I have a case out of the South Central District, Jason Gardner. You have the case there, and I can't get a...
That's who accuses Jason Gardner?
Yeah, and you have a harassment case there.
Right now.
I don't know, but I don't understand why police would come. He's controlling my phone and causing conflict. I have a lot of evidence. I've already made multiple reports that in emergencies, my phone shuts off, and I have problems making calls. But I don't understand what interest police would have, like you're working for my abuser to come mistreat me over domestic abuse. It's already frightening. But when you have police, why are you standing behind me over there? I made a report July 31st over my phone and the odd behavior of my phone. How it was shut off in emergencies and how I called 911. I called 3 times a day. They were hanging up in my face causing conflict. I called multiple domestic violence shelters and had problems there. I've never got, but like I said, there's problems with my call. I reported it to AT&T. No, it hasn't. And I reported it to AT&T 3 times. And the police came and intervened. No, you can look on my YouTube channel and see the footage. YouTube channel, I record all of it to my YouTube channel. Yeah, you can see 3 different attempts I made to figure out what was going on with my phone and couldn't progress. So eventually it got shut off and I didn't have service, period. So I had to get another carrier because I could never get the phone working again. They wouldn't allow me to get service to figure out what was going on with it.
So you said his name is Jason Gardner?
Yeah, it's a harassment case out of South Central.
What's his date of birth?
I don't know his date of birth. I know that it's May 19th. His date of birth, I don't know the year. But you have a case out of South Central Division. Kiana Clark.
Let me see if he got I'm gonna look him up and see. It might be a warrant for his arrest.
Well, the thing of it is today I'm calling because I feel my life is in jeopardy when I'm trying to make emergency calls and there's things going on and the 911 operator hangs up in my face. I've called multiple domestic violence places today trying to get any feedback to get out of abuse and can. So where do I go as police to get advocacy and get out of my abuse without getting harassed and mistreated? Where can I go? What kind of tips do I take when there's a man with this much power to abuse to be safe and not feel terrified all the time? No, I live out of the abuse. I'm homeless. But the thing of it is when you have a stalker, that you currently have a harassment case out of your South Central Patrol, a current case that I reported over a year ago. Yeah, it's still happening. But I haven't got a call from an investigator or any feedback from over a year, and I tried to check on it, and they got furious with me last time, June 17th. So Well, are you not willing to help me progress? I want to know what if the police are designed to protect people and not keep someone in the abuse. What steps can I take to protect myself in this? Because I should be able to go to domestic abuse shelters or be able to talk to advocates. Why can't I?
I don't know the rules about.
Okay, well, can you give me information on someone I can talk to get out of my abuse, or do you have an interest in me staying in it? That's why I call the police for help. I don't know. Is there advocates or who can I talk to get out the abuse? Okay, well, who would I talk to? Can you report it over and have an advocate call me? Because they get upset when I try to get out of my abuse everywhere I go, including the South Central Patrol. I wanted them to call me. I would like for them to call me because when I go in there, they keep detaining me and mistreating me and bullying me. I don't want the list of phone numbers. I want to do a report that I would like to get out of my abuse. That's what I want in my report. That I want an investigation on how I can safely get out of my abuse without being tormented, mistreated, and violated. So they'll put that in the report that I like to know how to get out of abuse. What's his middle name? It may be Renard, I don't know. But you have a case out of South Central. Look up Jason Gardner of Vivid Images, Baton Rouge. You have a harassment case already there. Out the perimeter instead of trying to check out the victim and why are you checking out the perimeter? I wanted you to put in the report. Yeah, I want it in the report because I've already reported that I've called the phone numbers. So I wanted a report to talk to a victim's advocate and get this investigated on why I cannot escape this abuse. Well, you'll figure it out with the harassment case if you really want to investigate it, and I thought it was criminal if you didn't. I thought if you tried to hide evidence, it was a crime.
So you reported harassment?
You have a case out of South Central currently, and when I come check on it, I get bullied and mistreated. So I'm not safe to go check up on my case. So I want in the report. No, I called 911. I got a CPS worker causing conflict. Hillsborough and Itasca. There was another CPS worker that did it, and I still can't see my children because of the lies the lies that are going on. My daughter's still not in a safe environment because a CPS worker did it in person. James Hastings out of Hillsborough. He did it in person. So there's one calling on the phone, threatening me, mistreating me. I don't know what she have up her sleeve. That's why I would like to report it, because I don't want people to call me with conflict and damage and hijack my life and get away with it. So if it already happened in person out of Hillsborough, I don't want someone to do it out of Dallas. All you have to do is just any kind of investigation, and you can see that out of Itasca, Texas, James Hastings came with damage and caused a custody agreement that they're now ignoring. Okay, well then here's the thing. I'm stuck in domestic abuse, have no way out. I don't know who I'm calling. 911 has hung up in my face 2 or 3 times today. They have hung up in my face when I was getting threatened. They hung up in my face when I was getting assaulted. I called domestic violence shelters all day. They lie and say they're full and mistreat me. I get bullied, mistreated everywhere.
You got assaulted today?
Not today. It's just in the past. Yeah, and there's schemes to demean and disregard someone, and then counterfeit help and pretend like you really are helping, but it's meant to be intimidating and abusive.
What happened today?
As I said, I got a phone call from a CPS worker.
No. What happened today?
I'm telling you.
We can't help you with CPS phone.
Well, I want to make sure it's authentic and not counterfeit. That's what I'm reporting. Because there was already one in person in real life that caused conflict, and I can't see my daughter because of his lies. So I don't want another one starting lies.
I can give you a list of phone numbers, but you don't want them. You want people to call you.
Right. So here, I called you. So I called you. So I want to make sure that you understand why I called you. The problem of it is that we have the counterfeit, maybe counterfeit or real CPS worker that I want to check to make sure she's authentic. She says she's with Westmoreland. For some reason, she won't take the abuse that my kids are under. She wants to cover for it and blame me.
Right now, do you want to hurt yourself or hurt anybody else?
No, are you trying to frame me with mental illness? They've done it, like they tried to intimidate me for reporting crimes 13 times. How long do you think you're going to do this and stay free?
You keep dialing 911.
Because they keep hanging up. So you got in, you checked in the computer to get your fake email. So I have your license plate numbers. And then you have...
tell you the same thing, but you keep calling them.
Well, maybe that's the reason why I have to have this phone, because you keep covering for the crimes. And I don't know how much longer you think that you guys are going to cover for the insanity. So if you're going to keep covering, they keep sending officers, this is a criminal offense. So are you unwilling to take the report? You got to cover for it? Is that what's going to be the rest of my life, that you guys cover for all the insanity?
You want us to take a report from you?
Yeah, and get an investigation.
On what?
What I just keep reporting. It's like you're covering for it. Like, how long do you think you're going to get away with it?
What are you reporting?
Go to my YouTube channel. Yeah, you do, because you need to see the evidence. Keyana, Clark, Clark, peace. Oh, you don't want to see the evidence?
If you don't have anything new to report, we're going to leave.
I just told you about the CPS worker that you're covering for.
Okay, we don't have anything to do with the CPS worker.
She's counterfeit. That's a felony to pretend like you're a state worker.
Did you file a criminal mischief report?
That's what I'm trying to do with you.
You already filed one.
When?
Well, got you now, so you filed a criminal mischief report.
Not the CPS worker, I haven't been able to report it to the police. They wouldn't come. This is what I'm trying to do now.
They did a criminal mischief one time.
You called the police.
Because it happens daily. I want to report the CPS worker she says she's from Westmoreland. I want to make sure the call is authentic. So that's a new one, a new incident.
Where are you from?
Well, let's not cover for crimes. I didn't call to be the small talk. I want to be able to report the fake CPS worker. I'm from Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, all right, I don't want to disregard.
Before you stayed here?
Okay, look, sir. Let me explain this. Let me explain this. You, for all I care, the living hell, murder me. I'm ready for you guys to go to jail. So your intimidation schemes are not going to keep working.
Okay, you can't keep calling 911 all day.
911 kept hanging up.
Yeah, but you can't keep calling. We're out here to...
I don't know, though you're deflecting and covering for the fact that the fake CPS worker.
We write tickets for this.
Okay, so I don't know, it's going to be a stopping point for the ability of the power that you're going to keep abusing to where you're going to prison. It's at a point of no return for the corruption. We're talking about going on the 13th false arrest. So you guys, there's only a matter of time before this criminal empire is stopped.
Who you calling? Truckers?
So I don't know what kind of other intimidation, because eventually it's going to equal an arrest for all of the abuse that you've subjected me to.
All right, is there anything else we can help you
Well, I think Rucker is showing you something. Rucker's not still. I know who Rucker is.
with? You know Rucker?
Yeah, because I know Rucker's probably about to go to jail. And I'm trying to help you guys out. You may have families. I can't see my family. I know how that is. So you are helping a bully that has way too much of power to abuse. That's a threat to national security. You keep covering for it. Well, a long time ago, people would not ignore my civil rights getting violated over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't stay out here all day like this.
Okay, well, eventually there's another police car. Eventually I believe that this is a threat to national security, and hopefully someone's watching it and you're going to be held accountable.
All right.
So this is the second one, and you are covering for the abuse still.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I hope there's a prison sentence very soon, and I hope the world figures out how corrupt and sick this world is. I'm just a woman in abuse that you came and bully for profit. Yeah, and Rucker, they were calling out Rucker. It's a scheme to make me go to falsely detain me again. Those are adding up. And I don't understand how they keep finding stupid people. Well, don't keep trying to intimidate me, because I'm trying to keep you from going to jail, sir. I have 12 false arrests on my own. I'm trying to keep you from going to jail because you can't keep falsely. No, you can't intimidate me and bully anymore for your bad behavior. You don't try to intimidate me for reporting the abuse I experienced. That's a crime. Trying to intervene in 911 calls is a misdemeanor. Yeah, so you someone intercepting, I already told you, Keyana Clark, for you to intercept 911 calls and then try to intimidate me and bully me.
Keyana Clark, what's your birthday?
See what y'all concoct and come up with. I don't have any rest, but for you to try to keep intimidate me and bully me for trying to report abuse, I can't wait for this world to see what's going on.
We want to help you so bad, but we can't help you right now.
So you criminals that come out and for the bully and try to mistreat me for the bully. So what are you going to do, a check and then take me to jail? He don't like my dress because I'm trying to get out of abuse?
You keep calling the police.
They keep hanging up on me. You have never taken a report for the fake CPS worker. I can't live my life with police keep covering for my crimes.
With the investigators.